February 14th, 2000, Valentine's Day, 4 o'clock in the morning, a storm is moving through Shelby, North Carolina. Rain, wind, darkness. A driver heading down Highway 18 sees something that stops them cold. A little girl, walking alone, along the side of the road, in the middle of the night, in a storm, with a backpack on her shoulders. The driver slows down to check on her. She looks at the car, then she turns and runs into the woods. Her name was Asha Degree. She was 9 years old, and nobody has seen her since. Here is what makes this case unlike any other missing child case in history. Asha wasn't taken. She left on her own. Her father checked on her at 2:30 in the morning. She was asleep in her bed. By 4 a.m., she was a mile from her home, walking alone down a highway in a storm. She had packed a bag before she left. Blue jeans, a long-sleeve shirt, a pair of overalls. She had her Tweety Bird purse. She had her backpack. She had planned this. But why would a 9-year-old girl, described by everyone who knew her as happy, well-loved, and deeply attached to her family, leave in the middle of the night, in a storm, on Valentine's Day? That question has haunted investigators for 26 years. 17 months after Asha disappeared, a construction worker made a discovery 26 miles from her home, buried in the ground. Wrapped in 2 sealed black plastic garbage bags, Asha's backpack. Inside, a Dr. Seuss book from her school library, and a concert t-shirt that her mother said didn't belong to her. Someone had gone through that backpack, removed some items, added others, then buried it, 26 miles away, in sealed bags. This was not a child who wandered off. This was a crime scene. DNA testing on the items inside the backpack found traces belonging to 2 people. One was a man named Russell Bradley Underhill, who died in 2004. The other belonged to a member of a local family living less than 4 miles from where Asha was last seen. A family that has denied any involvement ever since. In September 2024, 24 years after Asha disappeared, the FBI and local investigators descended on multiple properties owned by a man named Roy Dedman and his family. They seized an old green car, matching the exact description of the vehicle witnesses said they saw near the scene that night. They found DNA connecting the family to items in Asha's backpack. They found a hair belonging to one of the Dedman daughters on Asha's clothing. In February 2025, a witness came forward with something that had been sitting in his memory for nearly 2 decades. He said at a house party in the mid-2000s, he watched Lizzie Dedman, visibly distressed and intoxicated, break down in front of the room and say several times that she had killed Asha Degree. Her sister Sarah grabbed her and told her to stop talking. Lizzie Dedman later took a polygraph test. She was found to be deceptive when asked if she was hiding information about Asha's disappearance. As of today, no one has been arrested. No body has ever been found. Here is what I keep coming back to with Asha's case. She left on her own. She packed that bag herself. She walked out of a warm house into a storm at 4 in the morning, which means somewhere out there was something waiting for her, or someone she trusted enough to walk towards in the dark. A 9-year-old doesn't do that for a stranger. 26 years later, her family still holds an annual walk from their front door to the spot where she disappeared, every year, without fail. There is a billboard on Highway 18. It has her face on it, and a $100,000 reward. And somewhere in Shelby, North Carolina, someone knows exactly what happened on that highway in the rain. They have known for 26 years. If you have any information about Asha Degree, contact the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office. The number is 704-484-4756. Subscribe to Echoes and Angle. We cover the cases where someone is still waiting for an answer. The next case drops Tuesday, and I promise you, somebody out there knows.